Take a dip into the deep end, but no diving head first, tonight on Lower Dublin. Welcome to Lower Dublin, a show from another dimension in which Lower Dublin still exists and the Christmas season starts in December. Let's not talk about school. I'm Roman Smith, and let's look at tonight's rundown. Tonight's topic is RIP, where we have curated 3 stories relating to the word forming the only news you will need all week. First up, rip-offs. In the past months, a new kind of thief has been roaming around Philly and East Kensington. Usually, this doesn't raise much concern in Philadelphia. Thieves are just another staple of Philly culture, like a cheesesteak or the word John. But these thieves in our homeland steal house numbers, and exclusively the ones and zeros. Referred to in news stories as the binary bandits, these outlaws steal the ones and zeros from local houses on Amber Street. They even caught 2 of the people on video, as we can see here. Quite literally just swiping the 0 off of a house at 1:30 a.m. Now, longtime viewers of our first episode will know that this show looks at what no one else is reporting about, these one-and runners, which is, why are they doing this? We already know who they are, where they are, and what they are doing, but the question we should care about is why. Now, no one knows, but Philly news outlets speculate that this may be a practical joke, an art installation, or some prank. I personally believe it is none of them. Let's take a closer look at that video you just saw. What do you notice? That's right, a beard, knee-high jean shorts, oversized Tim boots, a messenger bag, hipsters! Should have been obvious. Hipsters are always trying to break out of the mainstream. We should have known they couldn't keep idle for long, and it seems like this month they've decided to put down their tweed hats and put on a ski mask. It should be no surprise that these digit defacers exist. Those stolen ones and zeros make for some local DIY septum piercings and hoop earrings. And it all adds up. Just days after these thefts, the binary bandits opened an artisan coffee shop, only accessible by soul cycling. This artisan, homebrewed, nitrogen-infused, on-tap coffee shop with an extra E has a small menu, a number 1 and a number 0. You are served your drink in a stolen street number. The experience is said to be innovative by the local neighborhood and aggravating for the victims of the crime. It is said you can almost taste the house your coffee came from, or which bird species pooped in your beverage most recently. Police plan to arrest the binary bandits after pumpkin spice season is over. Our next story tonight relating to the theme of RIP is the story of Erick Pullian, who's going to rip up the piano. Erick just competed in the mini-thon event, Mr. UD, and raised a lot of money for children's pediatric cancer. Now he's here giving an exclusive performance. Hi, Erick. How you doing?
What's up, Roman?
How did last night go?
It was nice.
It was nice?
It was a great time.
Was it a good time? Yeah. How was everyone else? How was your competition?
Competition was good. Thought we could have done better, but
okay. That's it. Makes sense. And how you won runner-up, right?
I did.
Yeah. And you played what song?
Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
And how'd that go? Was that a nice performance, you think?
Could have been better.
No,
In my opinion. But
okay. All right, what are you playing for us today?
Fix You by Coldplay.
All right, go for it.
Try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't see. Could it be worse? And the tears come streaming down your face. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones. I will try to fix you.
Our last story of RIP comes from Halloween. This story regards R.I.P. or Rest in Peace. I know, very innovative of us. And the coffee tonight is a black French roast. This coffee perfectly transitions to our guest, Somo, Sophia Beta, and Molly Sr. We attended the Lights Out remix of Terror Behind the Walls at the Eastern State Penitentiary this weekend to close off the Halloween season. So, hey guys, how's it going?
Yay!
What's up? Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
It's really a pleasure. Okay, so we went to this haunted house.
Yeah.
It was. Did you think?
we did.
What do you think of this haunted house? Did the lights out work? Were there lights on? Thoughts?
You know, I
Yes.
couldn't imagine it with lights on. Like, I feel like there
That's- I
was
agree.
still, like, a lot of, I don't know,
like
like, you could
just
still
enough
see pretty
light.
well.
We had a glow stick.
I feel like if there was more light, it would have been, like, too revealing.
I agree.
Like, the mystery really added to
The
the
suspense
to
of
the
not
suspense.
knowing. So what's your review? Yelp review on air for our tens of viewers out there.
It was fun, but I definitely would have expected a little more from Eastern State Penitentiary because it's so, like, hyped up.
It's like a
and
prison.
Totally.
Yeah, it's like that's the John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna say that I didn't cry.
You
But,
you
like-
cried.
I could have taken more.
No, I could, yeah. So
Bring it
overhyped,
on.
overhyped or underhyped?
Overhyped.
I agree. That's a consensus right there. All right.
Or maybe we're just all fearless.
Yeah.
I think that might be it, too.
maybe we are just like
God.
immortal.
wait,
Oh wait. What?
Oh wait.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Okay, this is really what it comes down to. Do you think Eastern State is an accurate representation of the American jail system? Does it reflect society?
I think we're just like
I hope not.
society in general.
Like when that giant, like bear-looking thing had its
Or
glowing eyes
or
and
the-
its growled at you. Do
I
you
thought
think
that was a
that's-
grasshopper.
I thought so too, a little bit. But like with the chainsaw, do you think like, wow, that's our economy right now?
Maybe it's like a
Yeah.
college debt metaphor, like where it
Maybe.
chases you relentlessly.
I mean, it was a very political haunted house. I think we could all
Yes.
agree.
I
Very
totally
deep
agree.
rooted in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? We did it Friday, and then like Tuesday's coming up, the election. It's like one whole thing.
It was really very well connected. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. That's all for Sophia and Molly. Thanks for stopping by and talking about haunted houses. I hope we can
course.
go to a haunted house during the Christmas season. It's always great to talk to Sophia and Molly, Somo, but we forget one thing. This Monday, Halloween night, the Smith household also had a Halloween maze that drew in a large crowd in direct competition with Eastern State Penitentiary, a mere hour away by car. Before we go, let's compare and contrast the haunted houses to see which haunted house can end up on top. First up, price. Eastern State, $27. Smith House, 1 piece of candy, strictly enforced. I think Eastern State has to take the L for this category. Next, number of clowns. Eastern State, many. Smith Maze, more than that. Come on, Eastern State. Didn't you watch last week's show? You gotta stay topical. Size of the haunt. My house featured an 8-room maze with about 20 actors and about 200 guests. It worked out really well. It was a great year. Eastern State has 6 attractions with a few dozen actors taking up an entire prison. I'll give you this round, Eastern State, but just know that you had the advantage. Finally, A true haunted house can only be assessed by the amount of people that leave. My house had 3 infants who took the plunge with no success and had to leave my maze. Now, Eastern State had, I don't know, at least one handsome male late-night host on the public access channel who cried his way out. I think Eastern could take that one. But in the end of the day, we went during the lights out display. There was not a single light turned on in the maze. Want to know how many my maze had? Tens of lights. I think we see how this points even out now. I don't need to declare a winner to you. I think you guys can decide for yourselves. Well, that's our show this week. Special thanks to Sophia Beta, Molly Sr., Erick Pullian, Noah, Maggie, and Andres, our EP, and Mr. Squeary and Mr. Trantis. Come on back to Lower Dublin next time. See ya.
What? UDTV.
Oh, watch Lower Dublin tonight. Tonight at 9 p.m. or every hour on the hour at Beauty Outlook Jack.